Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today the style of the video is going to be a little bit different. I've been asked so many times about my stretching routine and why you should stretch and warm up and activation and all of that so many times. So I thought I would ramble a little bit about the importance of stretching. So today's YouTube video is going to be all about stretching and the importance of stretching and why you should be stretching before and after your workout. If you like these informative videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know. If you want to know anything about any other topics within the fitness industry, please let me know and comment down below so I know what type of video to do next. So I'm just letting you guys know I wrote a bunch of stuff down on my phone so I don't forget it. So if you see me reading something, just want to make sure I cover everything because honestly stretching is so important and it makes such a difference with your workout routine, with how your body feels. Literally everything within your day-to-day can help you improve so much. So I want to make sure I cover it all. So the first thing is why you should be stretching and why it's important. So the very first thing is that it improves your posture. So posture is so important. I even work on it every single day. Like I find myself sitting slouched over like this, but I just need to remember to sit up straight and with my shoulders back. Not only can this help you with just your day-to-day life, but also with your workouts. So with back squats, with front squats, with regular squats, with anything, it's so important to make sure your back is straight, everything is in line, and stretching can absolutely help you with this. Just making sure whenever you are stretching, just keeping your posture in mind and in line is going to be so important. You don't want to be older with your shoulders slunched in or anything like that, so stretching will absolutely help you guys loosen those muscles to keep your posture in check. So this is also important for anyone who does work an office job, or if you're at a desk all day, sitting down all day, anything like that. If you're on the computer all day, anything on your phone, like if you're just like this, sitting on the couch, anything like that. If you stretch for about 15 minutes every single day, you're gonna see an improvement in your posture. If you take a second to really think about how you are sitting in any of those situations, think about how you're sitting and how you can adjust to make sure you are sitting up straight, your shoulders are back and down, your back is in line. But just with stretching and a solid stretching routine, you should see a difference when you are sitting at a desk or on the computer and you're not going to be slouching over the entire time. So the next one is going to be that it lengthens tight muscles. So this is a little bit on static stretching, which we'll get to in a little bit, but if you really have tight hamstring, your glutes are really tight, even your upper body muscles, anything like that, if you sit in a stretch for a little bit of time, it's going to lengthen that muscle. It will stretch them out, so then it will reduce the muscle soreness, and then it also promotes recovery. So if you had a really hard leg day, for instance, make sure you are taking the time after your workout to stretch because you don't want to be able to not walk the next day. So this will increase blood flow throughout your entire muscles if you take the time to stretch. In order to progress in your lifts, you're going to have to stretch. You'll feel it in your squats. If I don't stretch before and I try to squat normally, I can literally feel my muscles trying to pull and my range of motion is so poor. There's a lot of exercises that you really are limited to if you're not that flexible, like your hips, for example. You're not going to be able to squat low enough if your hip flexors aren't flexible. So taking the time to stretch will increase the range of motion and increase the ability for you to squat lower. Or another example of that is if you're trying to deadlift, say you're trying to do a straight leg deadlift and you're trying to reach down all the way in front, if your hamstrings aren't loose and they're not allowing you to lengthen, you won't be able to get all the way down in the deadlift. So it's like any exercises. With stretching, it's all about progression, and you can progress and you can get more flexible. It does take time. I'm not a very flexible person, so taking a couple of minutes, not a couple, like 15 minutes every single day and just stretching will help me with my workouts in the long run, and it's gonna help you guys too. And probably the most important reason why you should stretch is because it reduces your chance of injury. So it reduces injury because your muscles aren't tight, they're loose, there's blood flow going through them, they're warmed up. So if you weren't warmed up and you're trying to do a deadlift, you could be going all out of whack. Your posture and your form and everything could be so off. When you stretch and take the time to warm up your muscles, they're not going into a lift cold. Like for me, I start all my workouts with a compound lift. If I were to go straight into a deadlift without stretching or warming up, my back would probably overcompensate and I would injure my back or my legs or my glutes or something would pull. If you want to progress with your lifts, if you want to progress with your strength, please do take the time to warm up. It helps you with so many things. There's so many positives with stretching, but the number one thing is to prevent injury. You do not want to get injured because then you're going to be thrown off track and you're going to have to start over and it's zero fun. So yeah, with regular stretches, your muscles are prepared for the exercises that you will be performing and they're going to be warmed up. It also helps with mind-muscle connection. So you probably hear this through the fitness world with everybody, but I can't stress how important it is to really think about the muscles that you're exercising or you're warming up, because this will make a huge difference in not only seeing muscle growth, but also with seeing how you progress with strength and everything that goes along with that workout. Muscle-mind connection, you're not going to be wasting your time in the gym. Every single rep will count. I always like to go slow and controlled and really feel like I'm working that muscle. Like I just don't go as fast as I can throughout the whole workout because that's wasting your time. So if you focus on stretching those muscles and if you focus on going into the workout really thinking about the muscle that you're working, you will see improvement and you will see growth. So there's two different types of stretches. There's static and then there's dynamic. So I do both. So it depends on the day, obviously. I do different stretches and warm-ups for my legs than I do with my upper body. But with static, I do a lot of static stretches on lower body days just because I want to make sure my leg muscles are all warmed up properly and my workout will go smoothly. So with static stretching, pretty much you are sitting in a specific stretch for a certain amount of time. I personally like to hold my stretches for about 30 seconds each. So if I'm in a runner's lunge, something like that, I'll hold it on the same side until I really feel that stretch within that muscle that I'm working. So with static stretching, pretty much the whole purpose of that is to lengthen your muscles and really connect and make the blood go through them and warm them up before your exercises. So I'm going to show you guys a few of my favorite static stretches for before workouts and even after workouts right now. So with dynamic stretching, you're pretty much moving the entire time. You're increasing blood flow to the muscle. Pretty much when I do dynamic stretching, I'm focusing on like full body, just making sure my blood is flowing and I'm getting warm and just want to make sure that it's preventing any injury that could happen. So for example, a really good dynamic stretch would be just body weight squats before doing a back squat or a front squat. you're getting your body ready to do the actual exercise, but you're doing it in moderation and telling it what to do. So when you add weight to it, after you're done stretching and doing your warm-up exercises, your body already knows what you're going to be doing. It's just going to be going heavier, obviously. And that will prevent injury and improve performance. So I'm going to show you a few of my favorite dynamic exercises so you guys can kind of carry it on to your gym routine too. So I hope I convinced you to actually do stretch before and after your workout, because it is so important. I really can't express that enough. There's so many benefits to it. So if you want more of these informative videos, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I'm happy to talk about anything, show you guys anything. Write it in the comment section below, DM me on Instagram, anything. Happy to help.